Good morning, listeners. This is our favorite program, Voice of the Priest Against Corruption, a program of Palace of Priests Assembly, PPA, mobilizing Christians against corruption in Nigeria, focusing on the Pentecostal assemblies with strong support from the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation. My name is Oche Ocheme, and I am your host on this program. Last week, I had a wonderful guest, a guest we can confidently describe as a major driver in the fight against corruption in Nigeria. He was able to give us a clear view of what the journey has been so far, where we are and where we are headed in the Shun Corruption Project. Today I am not alone in the studio, and when I return, I'll be introducing my guest. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. You all will agree with me that last week was an awesome episode. Today, due to popular demand, I am privileged to have the same guest back with me in the studio. However, today we'll be looking at mobilizing Christians against corruption, what is known as M.O.C.A.C 2.0, and the social dimension of the church. As a way of introduction, my guest is the founding executive director of African Center for Leadership, Strategy and Development, Center LSD. He is a general overseer of Palace of Priests Assembly, a notable voice among Pentecostal community and indeed Nigeria. Listeners, please welcome my guest, Dr. Otive Igbuzor. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. It is my pleasure to be here.
Sir, what is the social dimension of the church, and how does it relate to M.O.C.A.C 2.0?
The social dimension of the church is predicated on the fact that the church has a dual mandate, as clearly stated in the mission of Jesus Christ. In Luke chapter 4 verse 18, the mission of Jesus Christ was to minister to both the spiritual and social dimensions of man. And so, the church has a dual mandate to minister to the spiritual and social dimension. And that is how the way it relates to mobilizing Christians against corruption 2.0, M.O.C.A.C 2.0, is that if the church engages in the social dimension, then Christian leaders, pastors, born-again Christians will be involved in mobilizing against corruption.
Thank you so much for that insightful perspective, sir. This emphasis on the social dimension of the church, has this always been a part of the church mandate, or is it a new revelation, sir?
Yes, the social dimension of the church has always been part of the church from the beginning. In fact, from when the church was founded after the death of Jesus Christ, from AD 1, the social dimension of the church was very strong. As a matter of fact, in the first few centuries, the social dimension, when Catholic Church was the only church, the social dimension of the church was very strong. And even during colonialism, when Christianity was brought by the Christian missionaries, the social dimensions of the church, looking at issues of education, health, rights, justice, were also very strong. However, with the rise of Pentecostalism in 1901, we saw that there was decline of the social dimensions of the church. Otherwise, it is not new at all. Social dimension of the church has always been there. And even Jesus Christ, during his ministry on earth, he dealt with the social dimension of the church. He dealt with issues of justice, issues of poverty, issues of outcast, and other social issues that confronted people during the time. So the social dimension of the church has always been part of the church, and it is not new at all.
This next question, sir, how important to the overall well-being of the church and the congregation is the teaching of the social dimension of the church?
The social dimension of the church is very, very important for the overall well-being of the church and the congregation, because human being is made up of three parts: the spirit, the soul, and the body. The spirit is the part that connects with God. The soul is where you reason, where choices are made, where decisions are made, where emotions take place. And the physical body is also there. And for the overall well-being of every human being requires a development of the three dimensions of man. And if the church focuses only on the spiritual dimension of the man, you will not have a balanced man. So the social dimension of the church is very, very important for the overall well-being of both the church and members of the congregation.
Once again, thank you so much, Doctor, for always coming through, and may God give you and the entire team the strength and the grace to fully implement and achieve the desired results. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. Thank you so much, listeners, and that has been my guest for today in the person of Dr. Otive Igbuzor. I'm sure you've enjoyed yourself. You can reach us on all our social media handles: Twitter at Peace Priest, Instagram at Peace Justice, Facebook.com/PPJ Initiative, website ppj.priestassembly.org. You can reach us on our website as well as phone number on 090-1733-2905. I'll take it again: 090-1733-2905. Until I come your way next week, my name remains Oche Corruption.
Oga Pastor, this one way they look your watch, so hope all is well.
I don't late for one important waka, but thank God say they move.
No worry, make I just turn follow this side. I don't want track with you. Carry your center there, sharp.
What did they do? Why you won't go follow one way?
Oga Pastor, make you take a music. Here no be church. See now, everybody they turn around.
No be everybody they turn, my friend. You fit turn and go cause another kasala for that side, or even worse, cause accident wey fit kpai person. Every corrupt thing wey we do get the yawa way they follow am.
Pastor, which one will become corruption again?
See, when you see something where you suppose no do, can't do am, that one are sin. Or for this case, corruption. No break traffic rule, no give bribe, no jump queue. My brothers and sisters, make we help Nigeria fight corruption. Make we dey accountable to man and to God. The thing wey corruption dey cause for Nigeria dey too much. Make we bone corruption. Make we speak against corruption, and make we start gidigba against corruption.
Now, Priest, Peace and Justice Initiative, with support from the M.O.C.A.C Foundation, bring una this message.
Yeah. Why my people just suffer? Corruption. Why we know we get like corruption? The rich be getting richer, the poor getting poorer. Tell me what's the reason? It's corruption. Corruption. But I will never be corrupted. Corruption. But I will never be corrupted. I'm in the building, about to get this colon. Some of these ladies think we're foolish.